of the path he courses in all the paths, i.e. that of the disciples, Pratyeka Buddhas, and bodhisattvas. And that bodhisattva, after he has fulfilled all the paths, matured beings, purified the Buddha field and sustained himself on the factors which make for a long lifespan, fully knows the supreme enlightenment. He does not cut short the guide of the Buddhas, i.e. the emptiness of essential nature. And this emptiness of essential nature is the Buddha guide of the Buddhas and Lords who have been in the past period, of those who will be in the future period, and also of those who just at the present in the world systems in the 10 directions stand, hold, and maintain themselves.
And apart from this emptiness of essential nature, no manifestation in the world of the Buddhas and Lords takes place.
It is in their presence that the bodhisattva should course in the perfections which are the emptiness of essential nature, in such a way that he does not lose the knowledge of all modes. Subhuti. It is wonderful, O Lord, that the bodhisattvas should course in dharmas which are all empty of essential nature, and yet do not upset this emptiness of essential nature by assuming that form is one thing and the emptiness of essential nature is another. Answer up to enlightenment. Form is just the emptiness of essential nature, just the emptiness of essential nature is form. Answer up to enlightenment. The Lord. If form were one thing, and the emptiness of essential nature another, and if form were not empty of essential nature, then the bodhisattva could not know the supreme enlightenment. But it is because form, too, enlightenment to empty of essential nature that the bodhisattva, having known all dharmas as without essential nature, knows the supreme enlightenment. And why? Because therein, i.e. in the emptiness of original nature, no dharma is destroyed. None overtowers or change, and none departs at some future time, except for the fact that the world with its gods, maras and brahmas deludes itself into thinking that this is form, I am form, mine is form, too. This is consciousness. I am consciousness, mine is consciousness. 11. Having settled down in form, these beings course in I-making and mine-making, and as a result they settle down in inward and outward entities. Having settled down in them, they will, upon rebirth, grasp in the sense fields at the 5 skandhas. They are not such as are set free from birth, old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, sadness, and despair, nor from samsara with its 5 places of rebirth. Therefore the bodhisattva, coursing in the perfections which are the emptiness of essential nature, does not upset form, by assuming that it is empty or not empty.
And why?
Because the emptiness of form does not upset form, by assuming that it is this is form, this is the emptiness of form. Just as space does not upset space, as inward space does not upset outward space, and as outward space does not upset inward space, just so form does not upset emptiness, nor does emptiness upset form. And why? Because they have no own being which could be upset by assuming that this is form, and this is emptiness. Subhuti. If all dharmas are one vast undifferentiatedness, how can the bodhisattva, after he has set out for the supreme enlightenment, ever know that he fully knows it? For enlightenment causes no divisions, nor can anyone who causes division fully know the supreme enlightenment. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is. No one who courses in duality can have enlightenment, nor does enlightenment cause divisions. For enlightenment is not two nor divided. The enlightenment of a bodhisattva does not course in such divisive concepts as enlightenment, or enlightenment being. And that enlightenment of a bodhisattva does not course in form, too. Enlightenment. And why? Enlightenment knows nothing of I or mine, as in, I shall course in form, mine is form, too. I shall course in enlightenment, mine is enlightenment. Nor does the enlightenment of a bodhisattva course in taking up or in not taking up. Subhuti. If a bodhisattva's enlightenment does not course in taking up or in not taking up, wherein, then, does it course? The Lord. What do you think, Subhuti? Does the enlightenment of a Tathagata's magical creation course in taking up or in not taking up?
Subhuti.
No, it does not, O Lord. The Lord. What do you think, Subhuti? Does the intellect of an Arhat, who is dreaming, course in taking up or in not taking up? Subhuti: No, it does not, O Lord. On the other hand, since absolutely the Arhat is not asleep, how could his intellect during his sleep course in taking up or in not taking up? The Lord:
It is just so that a bodhisattva's enlightenment does
not course in taking up or in not taking up. Subhuti: If a bodhisattva does not course in taking up or in not taking up, nor in form to the knowledge of all modes, is it not so that the bodhisattva, having coursed in the 10 stages and having stood in the 6 perfections to the 5 superknowledges, purifies the Buddha field, matures beings, and fully knows the knowledge of all modes? For it is not possible to fully know the supreme enlightenment without having stood on the 10 stages, or in the 6 perfections too, in the 5 superknowledges, and without having entered a bodhisattva's special way of salvation, having purified the Buddha field, and having matured beings. The Lord: So it is, Subhuti, so it is, as you say. It is not possible to fully know the knowledge of all modes without having fulfilled the 10 stages, the 6 perfections too, the 5 superknowledges, and without having fulfilled the condition of being undeluded and of always dwelling in even-mindedness. But when one has stood in the essential nature of form to enlightenment, then one is able to attain the knowledge of all modes. And that essential nature is quite calm. And it does not affect with regard to any dharma an accumulation or removal, a production or stopping, a defilement or purification, an attainment or a reunion. The cognition of dharmas is merely conventional symbols. It is therefore on account of what is dharma clear concept due to worldly convention that the bodhisattva fully knows the supreme enlightenment. But in ultimate reality there is not anything that is form to enlightenment, and there is no one who courses in enlightenment. All these dharmas have been conceived on account of convention, and not by way of ultimate reality. And in consequence that bodhisattva who, from the first thought of enlightenment onwards courses towards enlightenment, does not apprehend those thoughts, as well as no beings or enlightenment, no Buddha or bodhisattva. What do you think, Subhuti? At the time when Subhuti had forsaken the view of individuality, had acquired the 5 cardinal virtues, had attained the unimpeded concentration, or the fruit of a stream winner, too, of arhatship, had on that occasion a dream been apprehended, or a thought, or a path, or a fruit?
Subhuti:
No, O Lord. The Lord: Had you, then, Subhuti, attained arhatship when you announced that you had won the final saving gnosis? Subhuti: Yes, by way of worldly convention. The Lord: So it is, Subhuti. Through worldly convention has the bodhisattva been conceived, and so has form to the knowledge of all modes. But the bodhisattva has not apprehended any dharma, of which he could effect an accumulation or removal, a benefit or harm, on account of the essential nature of dharmas. And that dharmic nature of dharmas has not been apprehended, how much less could one apprehend the first thought of enlightenment, to the 10th stage, to the Buddha dharmas? That cannot possibly be. It is thus that the bodhisattva works the wheel of beings after he has coursed in the supreme enlightenment and fully known it. End chapter 75.